Guys, welcome back again. And time now is 16 o'clock 42:36. The we begin this moment for my side live stream, and so we can since we moved here and we got a lot of internet problems, and so that will not be was not very easily solved, so that we kind of need this kind of reopen and etc. But today is actually for relaxing, and so we finally done one exam, and so today's main task is to clean this new vulno, and once the things get be done, and so then we can tomorrow find the 5 4 days and to move the all things to here, and so we got enough plastic boxes so we can pack them into the plastic boxes and from IKEA, and so kind of feel like great, and they got two simultaneous calculation, and I was kind of in student really involving it, but the problem is that it's kind of okay because now is the kind of Valentine, like the holidays time, and so we begin now again, and yeah, um, so and meanwhile, when we find time, we can kind of study a little bit. And I yeah, still got a lot of problem with the small Italian professor because he just because of something that really in conflict with each other and hurt my inside body so there, and really feels like devastating and cut aside. But never mind, and just let's moving towards forwards. And otherwise, there are nothing new actually. And what we do now today is except to clean a whole accommodation and just random read and write some PowerPoints from SA lectures. And since there is Sunday, so they make sure about not getting any new publications, but NBE does. So I am also not sure whether the NBE will work, but kind of our enemy now is Su Research Institute in economic area in West in Berlin, and we really get mine, and we put a lot of dark energy because they think that they kind of can control this kind of regional economics, and so that a lot of dark energies and etc. So we kind of need to avoid it, but we don't need to dealing with it because we don't have that much sufficient energy to. And otherwise, I tell you guys my cryptocurrency, and which today I first time I think that I bought to TRON, and it for the balance purpose and like Tezos as well. And so I hope they got the good performance at least in this kind of financial platform. And otherwise, I opened the X platform and I'm gonna say something about like naturally this year got the social media network active, and otherwise I finally watched the Banglong's Twitter, and he got a lot of news to share, but I'm sometimes afraid of that they gonna from the decentralized distributors and instead of from Burn himself, and so fine. And in this kind of desk setup, we got a couple of black tea, and so with some ice, and that smells great. Otherwise, there are nothing new, and kind of this kind of current environment was quite quiet, and so you don't need to worry that much because the high price already paid. It's not the highest, but it's kind of not cheap. So we kind of don't need to worry that much as previous. But To be honest, recently got the during study and they kind of already canceled abonnement because the reason is that feel a little bit covers my privacy and private area, and so kind of yeah I yeah somehow I just random watch some videos and etc. And otherwise we today kind of not going out. From another university that music playlist is Bloomer and Catch the Moment 3 hours ago, and finally I can kind of avoid to the right side and etc. Okay, we got some new channel and from they already began and yeah, let's just see their competition. Wait, but we should don't shut it because I don't want to ever know which that was, and because that is kind of a little bit dangerous, and if you, it's kind of a little bit difficult to explain, and if you cover this kind of platform, but whatsoever, and yeah. So I put a lot of ice in it, and the ice cube maker that was designed together and from Chibo actually from Chibo or some other stores, I'm not sure. But it's kind of relevant with me my Chinese name, the third character of my Chinese name, and because the chosen is why because the subconscious was quite dark, and so that's why it's kind of Chibo Cafe and was taking that to make their products, and because that's I guess the reason why they took him as kind of yeah pricing it and pricing it and yeah. So kind of fun and we can kind of watch a little bit natural articles and etc. And some are relevant and I'm gonna share with you guys, but I don't think that's really interesting. And so we kind of in this end gonna not talk that much about the natural publication because that's not my major relevant. And so in this sense, we kind of still with the LiberTax, which is the platform of trading, and you guys can buy cryptocurrencies through this kind of platform, but it is not very recommended. But because the university faculty does not want to see this kind of platform be opened, for example, in the library and etc., because that is kind of with the non-pure purpose, and because you can earn a little bit less cents and etc. Yeah. So today I got several currencies, and it's yeah it's a lot, and even Toro, Tetsos and pork and arrow, and this five, and I think that they are the good combinations, and because that will directly uplifting the ETH to it, and then kind of it will not bothering us anymore. And with the PE, because with the TPE, I don't know, but if you think that TT like a PC pullback, and that is difficult to deal with, and it's not means someone else, but TT like can like bags on the glass in the Harvard University and those kind of pictures. And it's PE because PPE the AB was quite difficult to beat. And last semester he already made a burger in McDonald's, and at least in the Berlin-Brandenburg region and in several other. So from a point of view, kind of can yeah the I don't know whether you guys know that McDonald's have this burger that with the TM on the right corner, and that kind of is from my classmates from last semester, which we got the same course at JFK Institute, and then he kind of somehow implicit corrected with McDonald's in the made this burger, but I don't know. I'm not sure whether this burger was only in Berlin, Brandenburg region, or also from other Bundesland or from other countries. I'm not sure, but they kind of made this and made one glass store, and glass store is glass which you wear if you cannot see the characters here, and then they made this and to establish a new store in front of the KTV and the most expensive store like like French that one, and to in the countryside or the street and with a very established well glass store, and very traditional and seems very expensive, and so from my point of view in last semester really he took me a lot, and afterwards this kind of course not be graded, and but good by the professor Steinhardt was not count anything because that will not be first in the grading process. So if you don't think that you're gonna gain good grades, you first don't do that. But for example, like Professor Mao, and he could also not do that because the Christian Besteck professor as well have not graded because we know that is the conditional tool and it's kind of a conditional admission, and we don't yet take that serious, and you wants to make benefits or profits from that when they both side not ready yet, and you already wants to count it, and otherwise the Miko professor from last semester Puma and already counts that, but they are not tell me before, and that's the case, and I still need to go to INSIS, but the problem is otherwise the Professor Mao redo that. It's really somehow not embarrassing but really disgusting, and which they're doing this kind of behavior. But to be honest, and finally I asked the Professor Mao, but he does not answer. And I don't think he really can do that. And I got the university official outno, and which said that after a certain time period you cannot grading again. And even last semester I was not registered in master economics, and so he absolutely has no right to grading in that way. He cannot give 5 and in July, so to say. And that's why I asked him, and he's not replied yet. And so from this kind time point of view, I really have only one, but one still need be existing. But I still don't think I really done that bad. And so that another one is that the behavior experimental economics, and that will be negotiated, and he cannot do that actually, but someone else from the last renting apartment company that he done that. They did that, and some TRs, some Gemein PhDs from Peter Mao professor could done that, but they cannot do that because the system was wrong from from the campus from the campus management, and because the campus management does have the wrong date of the one item which cost, and it means if one mistake exists in another is somehow incorrect, and that's why I need negotiate with university, but we don't have that much energy to speak with them and to waste my time, and so I have more efficient, I have more urgent thing to do instead of that. And so from my point of view, and if one mistake exists and they cannot grade it out, so to say, and behavior experimental economics, and so I feel like I was in this kind of like this kind of area like behavior economics for a long time, and we previous one before I registered this course for master's, I and Peter Mao professor was get well each other at the so level, and so I don't really think that he gonna do that, but he really wants to checking some red energy or whatever, and so yeah, that's a problem, but we need to do that, but I don't think he can grade it that, and Miko analyzes that well actually, and so yeah. it's really embarrassing. But the problem is, if I now kind of back to quiet environment, and then we need to recalculate that. And if they still do that, one person, as Professor Barbara said, three professors gonna go, and who made a mistake and who go, and so that's determined by the university side, like management side, and the students and many others. But from my point of view, I was hold this kind of view, like if you finally on the my system do some bad thing, for example, and to grade it ugly, and to for example, like that one, uh, then OEI, that one, political economics, and so if you do that, you done that thing, and you already made the consequences, then we absolutely need to against this kind of grading behavior. But the problem is, before you done everything, and for example, like Marco, I also don't like her, but because he delayed my study time period for this semester too long. But at least she has not hurt my system, and that is expensive. And so, from my point of view, and if, for example, Bettina does not destroy my campus management like a student grading system, then that will be fine. Even you hate her, that does not matter. That matter. The problem is, you cannot directly give 5, and that is that nonsense. And also that one, and Oklahoma seems like so kushlish, but finally give you a past grades, even that it is not good looking grades, but at least you don't need to count the opportunities, for example. And then she did that, and then still wants to be the family members with you. No, not okay. No, we are not the family if you done that ugly thing. And so the problem is, our reality actually the former professor was quite nice and good looking, and have a bachelor degree in LMU, the top university in Germany. But the problem is, you done that ugly thing, and you like someone, your Ekaterina Gobanova whatsoever, which can to done that ugly thing, and then it's not okay, and the last limit, and which we hold. And otherwise, even I hate Bettina, right? This Bono is expensive, and Bettina was always waiting for that high green and grass rice energy field. Cool. That's difficult to gain. But he actually at least not hurt your campus management system, and not hurt your official route. But the other one, and it looks beautiful and it looks fancy, but destroyed your in some other unintended way. And you just yeah, you just 把一个笔碰掉了，you just 碰了一个蛋糕，and he give you 5, he give you non-B. That's not okay. So that's not okay. So they must go. Yeah. If they made the consequences, they must leave university. If they think that leave university is the consequence, they can they can give that. But they couldn't. They absolutely couldn't. And they don't want to leave university. Then you don't give that. Then it's quite fair, right? So my point of view. So our live stream could be also dark again, but they are not doing that. So we kind of watch a little bit article, and today's job is to clean this volume and throw the trash away, and that's my philosophy actually. And what's yeah, what's on this stage does not look fancy, does not matter. But the problem is your soul, and your soul settings, not in the backstage to destroy others. And to destroy others, then we cannot be the family friends anymore for anymore. But the problem is, you hurt my system so harsh, and we will still get to know each other. I still need to assist you. No, not that case. And if you make the consequences, and then we should separate us together. And just because Johnny Q, I don't think he's the only one. And Cope just looks same as him, and Bangalore as well. And they all similar ages and similar looks as Johnny Q. And Johnny Q is not the only one. So you don't think in that case, and you don't give that, and that's the point. And so finally, and we can look at with articles and etc. And don't currently don't want to courage with because with since today we have 4 days to move all things to this funnel and clean them and to make a life more livable, livable. Livable.